Okay, this is Joe Leigh here for SecondsOut. Harlem Eubank joins me once again in Belfast. Mick Conlon, your teammate, is out. You've obviously had Josh Kelly last weekend. You've been out recently as well. The camp's in good spirits at the moment.
It's good. It's great. Everyone's fighting, and it's great when it's like that. And I fought 2 weeks ago, had Josh out the following week, and now Mick this week. So it's great to be out going through the fight week and the fight process with them.
Yeah, I haven't obviously been at those 2 fights, but you were at your fight, but you're here and you were at Josh's as well. You seem to just follow the guys wherever they go, and you get along with them well.
Yeah, I like to support them. We're in the gym every day, working hard together in the trenches, and it's good to see people get their reward and get their due reward in the fight, and see them go through that process.
Okay, obviously there's a lot to talk about here in Belfast, what's going to happen with your teammate and the consequences of this fight. But headline show on Wasserman, they're taking you into good fights. I'm sure you want to get into better fights than obviously George Farrell, but what do you expect next?
Did you say George Farrell?
No, sorry, I apologise.
Yeah, Tom is a good opposition, and durable and very good record and a wealth of experience, and I knew that was going to be the challenge, and slightly different, awkward style, and I wanted to test myself, and I'd done that and showed people what I can do and what level I can fight at. And yeah, on Channel 5 with Wasserman and the Sauerland brothers, it's a great platform, and I want to continue to build and continue to headline and continue to be in big fights. Next year is the start of that, and I'm excited for it.
George Farrell next? I'm joking.
The long lost brother.
The long lost brother indeed. That is what we've spoken about for a while, and we've done a few interviews saying British title, etc., etc. Is it a stage where you might just look at other options?
I think whatever options present themselves, whether it's
what are the options now? I've got to go straight to the point.
British, European, you got like world silvers, or like different types of eliminators. Anything that gets the rankings higher and keeps building me towards that complete fighter that I want to be, and that's going up against different styles, different challenges that I haven't seen before, and it's that process, and that's what I've been doing. Been fighting opposition that good wealth experience, good records, some undefeated fighters, and I feel like I've built a resume that is very, very complete, and I want to continue to do that.
Yeah, 100%. Has there been conversations where you've said maybe the international route is better because of it's difficult to sometimes get the British title fight, and you want to obviously step above that and find different routes? Have you had that conversation?
Not really. It's just a lot of the time it's just this is presented, and I say 100%, let's do it. And I think we'll probably sit down early next year and go through the options, and I'm one of them fighters. I'm willing to fight, and my resume shows that, and yeah, I'm looking for whatever route it is. It's going to be a step up, and I'm going to continue to fight better opposition and gain momentum incrementally, and progress as I need to get to that championship level that I'm heading towards.
Okay, it's good to hear. Do you have a timestamp on when that could be? I'm sure you're going to have a little break over Christmas.
I think I'll be back early in the new year, so just a short break and then back to work. Going to be stepping up next year, and I want to be busy, I want to be active, similar to how I have been this year, and I've fought a lot of good opposition this year, and I want to increase and improve on that next year.
Anyone in particular?
No names in particular. The landscape's always changing, so just good opposition that's going to develop my career and improve where I need to improve on, and it's exciting because the landscape, there's a lot of good fighters, and it's heating up.
Okay, you're obviously just a little bit below the ladder of where Mick is at the moment, on the verge of the world title shot. With a win this weekend, that's what I'm sure he expects in the team as well. How big would that be for him?
It's going to be great for him. He's got all the skills, he's got everything he needs to achieve world honours, and it's just about the right fights to getting back to that stage now, and he's there. He's got all the ingredients, and I'm looking forward to this one because it's one of them that propels him back to that world title conversation, and that's where he is. That's his ability, and I think he's going to go on to achieve that. So this is a step towards that.
What do you make of Gurfy? Obviously, the Jordan Gill fight will be brought up because it was recent and he was winning the fight, and obviously got stopped there. But do you think it's going to be a tough fight?
He's a 5-time European champion. That's no mean feat, you know. He's a great fighter, and he's fought at a good level repetitively, and his resume shows that. So it's a good challenge for Mick, and I think a good chance for Mick to show his level as well.
Okay, Josh Kelly was out, as we spoke about. You were there, and that was just a performance, I'd say, better than some people expected, but everyone knew he was capable of that.
Yeah, I think we've all seen what he can do in the gym, and I think he showed a little bit of that to the boxing public in a fight where a lot of people doubted him and expected Troy to come on strong, and I think he proved a lot of people wrong, and I'm just happy for him because we know what he's capable of, and it was nice for him to show a little bit of that. I'm just happy for him that he's proved a lot of people wrong and can go into the new year with confidence and momentum to build on that.
Yeah, he won every round. He really was fantastic. I hate to keep bringing up Avanesian, but do you think if he fought him now, or with the performance on Saturday, do you think he'd win this time around? The new and improved, I know he said that the mental health is much better now as well. Do you think he'd beat him this time around?
I think he has the ability to beat him, but I think also a lot of people underestimated how good Avanesian is and what level he is competing at. He's fighting Terence Crawford, one of the best in the world, debated pound for pound this weekend. So a lot of people underestimated, his ability, and I think Josh has all the ingredients to compete at that level. So it's just about timing, I think.
Quick prediction on that one this weekend?
Crawford Avanesian. I think Crawford will win in a tough fight to start with. But I think he should overcome it and stop Avanesian in the second half of the fight.
And obviously Chris Eubank Jr, Liam Smith is a fight that we weren't expecting for Chris. We were expecting the kind of fight, but now that's fallen through and is not happening next. We have another really good fight. It's on pay-per-view. What do you make of that occasion?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. It's a good test. A lot of people are behind Liam. A lot of the fans have been demanding it for a while. They've wanted to see Smith go up against my cousin Chris, and I think it's good timing for it. Obviously Liam's moved up, and Chris is coming off a camp against Conor, and he didn't get to show what he can do in there, and I think this is one that the fans have got behind, and he relishes the challenge, and especially that domestic kind of opposition where the fans really get up for it. I think he thrives on that, and he's excited to give the fans a show.
What do you think happens?
I think it's going to be a competitive fight. Liam's tough, he's experienced, and he knows how to make it awkward in there for different opposition. But I think his style plays into Chris's hands. Chris loves a style like Liam's. I think he out of a lot of different styles, that's the one where he seems to really go to work. I think it's going to be an action-packed fight from start to finish, but I see Chris obviously coming out on top and applying a lot of pressure in the latter rounds.
It's going to be an interesting fight. Did you like the KFC sponsor, the outfit, etc.?
Listen, I'm plant-based, so I can't endorse the KFC jacket, but it was humorous, and Chris's got a good humour, which is he's starting to communicate more to the public.
Okay, one more thing which obviously has been going around the internet a lot recently is Senior. Obviously, there's people commenting saying he looks unwell, etc. He went on a podcast and he's always charismatic. But do you have anything to comment on the current videos going around on the internet?
I just don't think he's had a tough time, and a lot of people, I think, are aware of that. I don't think people should be filming him and sending it into group chats and sharing it everywhere. I think people should have a little bit more remorse and understanding that he's, had a very tough year, and to be in the spotlight dealing with that is tough for anyone. A lot of people would struggle to deal with that behind closed doors, let alone in the spotlight of the public eye. So I think people should have a little bit more understanding and awareness of that.
Okay, I appreciate your honesty there. Harlem, really appreciate your time. Once again, apologies, Tom Farrell. It was a good fight, and we look forward to seeing you out next year in some massive fights.
Thank you very much. Look forward to it.